Be honest, how much of your life is shaped by what other people might think? How many times have you stopped yourself just because of fear of judgment? Imagine how confident and unstoppable you would be if you wouldn't care what other people thought about you. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to go through how you can stop caring what other people think about you. So to start with, why do we even care in the first place? In history, long ago, we had to care because we had to survive, and in order to survive, we had to stay in groups. And in order to stay in that group, we actually had to act the way our peers wanted us to. We had to be a part of the group because if we were kicked out of that group, we wouldn't have survived. And this is why the need to actually care what other people think about us arised in us. But in today's life, today, we do not need to be a part of a group. Of course, everybody feels safe in a group. They feel comfortable, they feel safe in that group. But if you surround yourself with people who are not aligned with you, and if you are constantly around people who don't want the best for you, or just you're just around people, a lot of times you will place a lot of your worth into their hands. And if you always asked their opinion for everything, for example, even for just uploading a picture on Instagram, a video on TikTok, for everything, you will place so much of your power into their hands. And that way, you will never be able to be confident because you are relying on external validation rather than internal validation. And our goal is to only rely on internal validation. Yes, external feels amazing. It feels really great to be complimented by other people, complimented by strangers, to that if others have a good opinion of us. Yes, it feels great, but it is not necessary in order for you to feel complete. And if you constantly ask for other people's opinion, if you constantly ask them questions of your life, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, then you will not be able to make a decision for your own. And nobody can make a decision better for yourself than you can, because nobody else is living your life. And nobody knows more of you than you know of yourself. And this is precisely the reason why you should understand that nobody can have a valid opinion of you because they are not you. Just imagine how many sides you have, and I don't mean sides by a negative aspect. You act different with your friends when you are with your parents. Of course, you are still the same person and you are still being authentic to yourself, but of course you are a little different with everyone. And you don't allow everyone to see every part of you because you only allow people to see the deepest parts of you with who you are truly aligned, with who you trust. But you don't allow everybody to see your deepest parts and of course your flaws as well, because everybody has flaws. But we don't like to speak a lot about our flaws. That is natural. So the point is that everybody experiences a little different of you. So nobody can have a valid opinion of you because nobody sees you entirely, only yourself. And this is why if somebody, for example, a person in school says something bad about you, who you don't even actually know and who also doesn't know you either, you don't have to care about that because it is not valid, because they do not know you. And why would you take someone's opinion even into consideration from whom you wouldn't take advice from and who doesn't know anything about you or your life or your current circumstances? People also make decisions based on their own life journey. So for example, when you tell someone your problem in life, for example, then you only get a reflection of their inner world, because everybody's opinion is a reflection of their personal inner world. So they can only give you advice based on their personal life, on their experiences, on their parents, on their childhood. They can only give you advice based on their own life. And that opinion or that advice will not accurately serve you, because yes, there are people from whom you take advice, and that is okay. And it is great to take advice, because when you take advice, you consider another perspective, and perhaps that perspective is better for your current version. But if we are talking about, for example, bad opinions or negative opinions, then you do not even have to take that into consideration, because it is not accurate and it doesn't align with you, because they are only saying that based on their own experiences. Another key step to focus more on your personal opinion rather than on external validation is to try everything that you want, and to try it, to collect knowledge. Because when you try something, when you step out of your comfort zone, and even when you fail, especially when you fail, you collect so much knowledge and you learn so much from that. The most things that you can learn from your failures. Because when you experience it and when you fail, which is totally okay, it will stay with you for a lifetime, and you will not make that mistake again, because you have experienced it yourself and it has touched you so deeply. Whereas when somebody else says something that can also be helpful, yes, because you can then watch out, but you will memorize, and that mistake that you have made will stay with you more if you make it yourself. So it is so important to try new things, and do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, and do not be afraid to fail, because failure is also a natural part of life. When you are perhaps planning on trying something new, for example, a new sport, a new hobby, and somebody says that, I couldn't do that, or oh, that is so difficult, you probably won't even be able to do that, that is their own limiting belief talking to you. And you should never let the limiting beliefs of other people stop you, because then again, that is only a reflection of their inner world, of their inner beliefs, which doesn't have to stop you from actually experiencing it yourself. And also, they may just be saying that out of jealousy. People can sometimes be rude and can sometimes be jealous, and if you are not confident enough in yourself, then you will allow them to bring you down onto their level, because sometimes people don't want the best for you. You have your best interest at heart, and that is why you should care about your opinion the most, because you do have your best interest at heart, and I hope you have it, because nobody else will have your best interest at heart. Perhaps not even your family. Of course, if you are fortunate enough, then you live in a family that has your best interest at heart, but you have your best interest at heart always. So your opinion and your advice is accurate for you. And that is why you should always place your opinion, your experiences, and your life above the opinion of other people, because that is accurate to their life. Your opinion, your experiences, the way you view your life is accurate to your life. Moreover, you should understand that sometimes you are simply judging yourself. Nobody else is judging you, only you are judging yourself. So imagine the following situation. You are sitting at a restaurant, for example, alone, and you are sitting there and you are thinking that, oh, this person or that person must think that how dumb I look for sitting here alone. Or for example, when you wear a new outfit and you're not sure about it, then you think that, oh, this person that just passed by me probably thinks that I look weird. But no, you think that because you feel like you look weird and you feel like you look dumb. But the other people sitting there or passing you by probably aren't thinking about you, because they have their own life problems as well. They have their own problems, because everybody has problems and everybody overthinks and just complicates life too much. And the way you have insecurities, other people, and so do I, other people have insecurities as well. So sometimes you are only judging yourself in your head and nobody else is even judging you. So when this happens to you, if you catch yourself judging yourself, even when you have no evidence that other people are judging you, you need to call yourself out and stop the self-sabotage, because this way you are not letting yourself shine. If you are judging yourself, you will not shine the same way if you weren't judging yourself and you were actually confident. So if the next time, when this happens to you, call yourself out and actually think about a moment, is this person actually judging me? No. Yes, they might be judging me, but I don't actually have evidence that they are judging. So why don't I live my life according to what is best for me? And that way you will become so much more confident and you will shine brightly. And most of the time, the reason why people judge is to make themselves feel better, because they may be having a bad day, they may have lots of insecurities, and they are reflecting their insecurities onto you. And why would you let the insecurities of others stop you from doing something that is aligned with you? Because you don't have to have limiting beliefs. You can work on yourself, do shadow work questions in order to let go and rewrite those beliefs. But if they haven't done the work, then they will reflect their inner insecurities and their own world onto you. And you cannot let that stop you, because you deserve to shine and you deserve to be confident. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you will actually think about what I said and how you can implement these into your life, how you can change your mindset, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!